Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I'm going to bring in you a really cool and different kind of dual commentary. This is a dual montage commentary with TomahawkTrix.
Hi everybody, thanks very much Drifter for having me on your channel. Appreciate it.
Oh, dude, no problem. I'm watching you line this up right here. Did you look at that to get some sort of bearing?
Yeah, actually, what I've done is I have a bit of a Tomahawk accomplice. A friend of mine, Joey Cuts 83, he helps me kind of check out what the angles are on some Tommies, and him and another friend of mine, we basically went in a private match, and I worked out what I can actually do is throw it through the window and get it all the way into the back room, so that anyone running up the stairs through that doorway is got about a 2 second period where you can take them out. So when I actually took that shot, I'd run past the building where they all run up the stairs and legged it through, and that's why I'm kind of bombing it as fast as I can to the fountain to try and get the shot. And yeah, there's a bit of luck involved with something like that, but it was pretty satisfying.
Not just a bit of luck, that's a whole hell of a lot of talent too. But one thing I'll definitely say is people send me a lot of montages. A lot of them are the exact same boring things. Oh, you get a quad with AK-7 for you and quick scoping this. This one was really, really different, and this is one that I genuinely enjoyed watching. It's one of a few that I've watched all the way through.
Oh, well, that's really good to hear. I mean, that's the sort of thing, when you put a lot of hours into producing something like this, because montages, as you know, take a lot of cuts and takes a lot of trying to sync gameplay scenes into other gameplay scenes. So it's nice to know when somebody actually does kind of enjoy the full thing.
Oh, dude,
Um,
I did. I really genuinely did. And this is kind of the best thing for us to comment over. On your channel, it's Tomahawk gameplay only, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Only really because I named it Tomahawk Tricks, so I had to do that. Um, obviously that's not the case, but it's just the way I play. It's kind of just how I enjoy Black Ops. I like to take a slightly different approach to a lot of games anyway, and sort of work out, bend the physics as much as you physically can without actually cheating or anything.
Gotcha.
And so I like the Tomahawk because it's a nice kind of one-hit kill. And it's a nice alternative to what I find getting a bit boring, and that's sniper play.
Gotcha. What's
Like
your
you
Tomahawk class? Me, I'm usually running Marathon, Scavenger, and Warlord. What are you packing?
Okay. Well, actually, it's exactly the same. So I use Scavenger Pro, so I can pick up tomahawks from the fallen enemies, and that'll help me in a tomahawk only gameplay keep rolling and not have to kind of
God.
resort to the knife.
See, one thing you can do, I can kill people with tomahawks like crazy. I'm not trying to gloat, but like taking like these regular kills, I can do that. But I don't know how in the hell you manage these bank shots. Every time I throw a tomahawk at a bank shot, like at a wall, as soon as it hits the wall, it turns into like a piece of ham and just crumbles and falls over and does nothing.
Well, that's an interesting point actually. There's two things on that. One, a subscriber recently asked me whether the surface that you bank against has an effect on the tomahawk, and I thought that was a really good question to be honest, because the answer to that is yes, it does. So what you do is you learn if you go tomahawk only, you end up learning which surfaces will have a what kind of bank effect. So any kind of concrete surface is going to give you this almost the same angle as if you play pool or snooker or something like that. You're going to get an almost exact same every time. Some surfaces, however, have an irregular bank bounce.
Like,
So you just learn that over time.
that's really interesting. As an engineering standpoint, I think that's the modulus of elasticity. Oh God, it's this number E when objects impact, like what's going to bounce off of what. I forget the proper name for it. I never thought they would have taken the time to program that into this game.
Yeah, it's a. I think that's the thing, isn't it? And that's one of the things that Treyarch have done, that have made Black Ops interesting. I was watching a Grizz tutorial on Kowloon, and he spent a few minutes showing people that they bothered to make some fish bleed. There's some fish hanging in a market, so he's shooting the
Wow.
fish, saying, "Look, they bothered to make these fish bleed," and it's nice. I think they've gone to a lot of depth, and I think bringing the Tomahawk to Black Ops has made it a much more interesting game for me personally.
Same here. I like it better than the throwing knife because it actually bounces instead of sticks into things. But on the flip side of that, well, that was really nice. You hooked him in the leg. On the flip side of that, the throwing knife was much easier to find when you missed.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. That's the other massive reason for going for Scavenger and also Warlord Pro, because with Warlord Pro, obviously you get two Tomahawks to start.
Hmm.
So essentially, you can run into a room, throw one, miss it, throw another one, and pick up the Tomahawk that you put in that guy and killed him, but also pick up his blue pack. So for you only need one kill to get two back. And for that reason, it's a nice combo. And I actually put that with Marathon Pro just for the unlimited sprint because what you'll find is if you then use that with stun grenades, which is probably something similar to the way you play with your dual setup, but if you put it with
Exactly that.
stun, you're going to loop around the back of them and then essentially get a nice sort of in the back of the head tomahawk ideally, and then it gives you a chance to take on anyone else that's likely to be in the vicinity.
Yeah, because once you touch the blue bag, you're resupplied. But the thing about the stun grenades is they throw faster than the flash grenades. Like as soon as you pull the trigger, it's going to throw. But the downside to that is the flash radius is smaller, and they can still more or less see. So if they're in front of you, they can still gun you down. You just have to like move side to side, and sometimes the stun grenades just don't work, and it makes me so mad when I like hit somebody in the head with a stun grenade and it blows up and they're stunned and they can't. You just do that between your legs. Holy shit! And they still they still kill me. It's so annoying.
So it looks like that's the end of the montage.
Yeah, well, it's been fun.
Thanks so much for having me on. It's a shame I didn't make a longer montage, but maybe next one.
Well, dude, it's
And
all
we can.
about quality over quantity. People on my channel, if you click the little annotation there, it'll take you straight to his channel so you can check out his regular commentaries.
Yeah, thanks very much, everyone. I do have another montage coming out shortly. So please subscribe and check that out if you're into it.
All right, guys, peace out.